Show some respect now, huh? I'm a doctor.
Ma, we are moving to the land of opportunity.
Welcome to your new home.
Huh? Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Dr. Cabbie tells the story of an immigrant doctor who has to start driving a cab when he arrives in Canada, but discovers his true calling and love along the way. Vinay Virmani stars in the film and joins us this morning. Vinay, so happy to be here.
Brad, thank you so much
So
for
good to
having
meet
me.
you.
Yes.
I'm so happy you're a Toronto kid, grew up in Oakville.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about this movie. First of all, you grew up in Toronto, and Toronto is such an important character in this movie, and a lot of Canadian movies kind of steer away from like the Canadiana, but this movie really embraces the scenes, the settings, and the places in Toronto. What was it like shooting here?
It was great. I mean, look, we have one of the most beautiful cities in the world, right? I mean, I feel Toronto, anywhere you can put up a camera, you're going to get a beautiful shot, right? And we totally embrace that. And not only because it's a beautiful city to look at, but the energy is just so different, and the whole vibe of this city is just so great. It's so multicultural, it's so diverse, and that's what this movie is really about. It's about, you know, celebration of all of us coming together.
And you were telling me you wrote this movie. It's your second movie that you've written that's actually been produced. Now, Dr. Cabbie, now this is actually a thought-provoking movie. A lot of Canadian movies I've seen, especially over TIFF, they're kind of bleak and darker. This is like just a universal good comedy. What was it that made you want to write this movie?
Well, like you said, it is a universal comedy. It's a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's about a really important issue. And for me, the journey started right here, back here, Yonge and Dundas Square, where my cabbie was a doctor in India. And I heard his story, which really moved me, about when he came here, his medical degree wasn't recognized, and he was driving a cab. And, you know, just hearing that story about somebody's dream being taken away from them. You know, I'm a big fan of the underdog stories, right? So I wanted to kind of create a story about something similar, but this guy doesn't take it lying down. He says, you know what, I'm still going to heal people, because that's my dream. Might not be in a clinic, but it'll be in the back of my cab. But I'm still going to do it. And it's just about him and his kind of crazy journey that he has here, friends that he makes along the way, you know, women that he meets. Hey, there's Mocha right there.
From 92.5. And I have to ask you, right there is Kunal Nayyar. He's huge. He's from Big Bang, the Big Bang Theory. And I love movies like this when they get a big star attached to it for the traction that they can create.
Right.
And not only that, but you have Adrian Palicki.
Yeah, Adrian Palicki's there from G.I. Joe, who is just so beautiful. I was like in awe every scene I had to do with her. And
must have been a tough life.
Oh, absolutely. I hate my job. You know, Kunal is a big star from Big Bang Theory. We all love him as Raj, but you know, he was just this guy. I mean, he plays this role of this cabbie named Tony.
What was that chemistry like between you?
It was great. It was great. It was so generous because we both knew we had to be so opposite from each other. Right? And that's the only way the whole buddy comedy element's going to work, is if I'm very shy and reserved and he's totally loud and boisterous.
And I got to say, I love your mustache in the movie.
All right.
It's epic. Dr. Cabbie is in theaters tomorrow. Head to breakfasttelevision.ca for more info. You're at Vinay Virmani 24 on Twitter. And thank you so much for being here.
Go out, guys. Have some fun tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to seeing this movie again in theaters, because you told me, I saw it on the internet for a screener, but you said it's even better in theater.
Absolutely. Go out, have fun, and we're going to be right there tomorrow night doing some promos on Yonge and Dundas.